So now we come to the next pair of theorems. We have two more to go, actually three more, but we're only going to do two more today. So we have ASA. So far we've done SSS and SAS, and today we're going to do ASA and AAS, which is over there, okay? So now let's take a look at this one here. It says ASA stands for angle, side, angle. Now this time the side is going to be in between the two congruent angles, okay? So notice here it says if two angles and the side in between one triangle are congruent to two angles and the side in between of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. So let's take a look at this here. Okay, notice here I have 45, but wait, there's no 45 here, huh? Okay, we'll come back to that. This side is 2.3. I could put a tick mark there and a tick mark there because that one's 2.3. Look at this. We have 61 and 61. So I can put an arc there and an arc there. Now, I'm going to take my calculator out because I need to calculate the third angle here, okay? I know that the angles inside any triangle always add up to 180. So let's add 74 and 61. So that's 74 plus 61 is 135, okay? So let's do 180 minus 135, and let's see what that is. It's 45 degrees. Okay, what do you know? It matches that one. So notice this here, I could do double arc like that, and double arc here. Okay, and notice this is a case of angle, side, angle. ASA. So this angle is congruent to that angle. This side is congruent to this side, and then this angle is congruent to that angle. So we have ASA, ASA. Okay, so yes, we say that these are congruent. Let's do this one here. 62 and 62, I could put a tick mark there and there. Okay, notice that's 31 and that's 31. Okay, so those are congruent. And let's find out, well, there's 110. Let's see if that's 110 right here. Okay, so let's see here. Let's add 38 plus 31. 38 plus 31. That's 69. Let's do 180 minus 69. 180 minus 69 is 111. Okay. Now notice here, that's 110. That's 111. Those do not match. Let's find the missing angle here. So let's do 110 plus 31. 110 plus 31. That's 141. Let's subtract from 180. So 180 minus 141 is 39. So notice here, we only have one pair of congruent angles and one congruent side, but the other two angles, neither of them are congruent. So here we say they are not congruent, okay? Okay. Look at this one. We have no information here on the sides other than these tick marks. So I have a tick mark here and there, so I know those are congruent. I have an arc here and there, so I know that's congruent. And then notice that's 90 degrees right there, right? A linear pair means two angles that form 180 degrees. We have 180 degrees on a straight line and there's 90 degrees there. So that means the other side is also 90, because what's 90 plus 90? It's 180. So those two angles are the same. Okay, so even though I don't have an arc, I have a little box there. Since they're both boxes, that means they're the same. They're congruent. So I have A, S, S, and then A again. So I have angle, side, angle. Even though it's going from outside to in, it's angle, side, angle. Okay? So yes, these are congruent. Now, let's look at this here. I have an angle here and there, so those are congruent. This side is congruent to that side. Okay, the tick mark is there. But that's all the information I have. Well, actually, I can write two more angles that are congruent here. So notice here, whenever you have an X, we have vertical angles. So this angle here, I can say is congruent to that angle there inside the triangle. Okay, now I can say the angle on top is congruent to the angle below it because they're vertical angles as well. But because these two here are inside the triangle, those are the one I'm focusing on. So I have angle is congruent to that angle there. This side is congruent to that side, so I'll put S. And then inside here I have the other angle. So it's ASA, ASA. So yes, these are congruent. Okay, why? How? Because ASA, angle, side, angle. Okay, last one here. So notice here, we have a shared side and then there's already a tick mark there. Okay, this angle is congruent to that angle, and then this angle is congruent to that angle there. So I have A, S, S. Notice it's the left triangle and the right triangle, so A, S, and then this A and A. So I have angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. So yes, these are also congruent. Okay? And finally, our last theorem for today is angle, angle, side. AAS. Okay, so notice angle, angle, side. So notice here, if two angles and the non-included side of one triangle are congruent to two corresponding angles and the non-included side of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Now this is kind of hard to word, so let me just show you what it looks like. It looks just like this example here. Notice we have two angles and then the side that's not in between them, but it comes in the order like this: angle, angle, side. So notice here we have angle, angle, and then the side off to the side. Same thing here. We have angle, angle, side. So notice this one is congruent to that one. This one with the double arc is congruent to that one. And then we have the side that's congruent to the other one. It's on the same side. Okay? So notice this side is next to the double arc. This side is next to the double arc. Okay? Now what about this one here? Notice here. This angle here, that's congruent to the one with the single arc. And then this angle here is congruent to the one with the double arc. Right? And then we have this side here. It's congruent to the one over here. But wait a second. Notice here, this one here we have a double, single, side. Double, single, and then the side. So yes, these are congruent. Okay, and I forgot to write congruent here. Yes. So this is congruent by AAS. Same thing over here by AAS. Okay? So we have angle, angle, side. Or you could think of it as double, single, and then the side. Double, single, double arc, single arc, side. Okay? What about this one here? Take a look. We have the single. There's the single there. We have the double. Oops. That should be an A. That's a double there. Let me fix this. Okay. And then we have the side over here. But notice here, this side is next to the double arc. This side is next to the single arc. So it does not match. We have angle, angle, side, and then we have, so double arc, single arc, side, and then we have single arc, double arc, side. So this does not match actually. So this side, even though it matches that side, is not congruent, okay? Why? Because it has to go in the same order. Notice here we have the double, and then the single, and then the side. And right here we have it in the other direction. Single, then the double, and then the side. So that these are not congruent. Okay, 3 more to go. Notice here we have this X again. Looks like a bow tie, right? And so we have this X. Always label the angles. Whenever you have something like that, label those angles. So those are congruent here, okay? Notice here, this 90 is congruent to that 90, so that's angle, angle right there. And then this angle inside is congruent to that angle inside, and then we have S and S. So we have angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. Notice the side that's congruent is next to the arc, okay, not the box. So yes, we say these are congruent by angle, angle, side. Okay. All right, this one here, we have a shared side. Notice, so let's go ahead and put double tick marks. I could just put one tick mark also. So we have angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. So yes, these are also congruent by angle, angle, side. Finally, again, we have another shared side, so I'll just go ahead and put a tick mark there. So we have angle, angle, side, and angle, angle, side. So notice here, this angle has a single arc, that one has a double arc, and then the side, of course, is shared. So we have single arc, double arc, side. Single arc, double arc, side. So these are also congruent by AAS. Okay?